All right, for today's math enrichment lesson, we're going to focus on building your mental math skills multiplying by 11s and 12s. All right, so sometimes you guys might find somebody who's really good at doing higher multiplication problems in math. And we're going to work on that skill today. And it's going to be one that if you guys practice it, you're going to get quite good at it. So the whole idea here is we're going to be attempting to do this in your head or making it as simple as possible. All right, so the idea here is there's a piece of this that you already know how to do, which is break that into parts. All right, so the first part that you can do in your head, right, is multiplying it by 10. So anytime that you multiply something by 10, right, you are going to add a 0 to it. And then what you have now is the piece that's left, which is 1, right? So 111 is going to be, one of the top is going to be 21. All right, so what you do in your head now is you just add those two pieces together, and what you have is 231. So this is the step. So first of all, it's starting with the first piece, thinking what times 10 is the number. Okay, it's going to be 210, right? Add that 0, and then what's left? 1 of the number that I'm going to add to it. All right, so we're going to make that 231. If anything, you can see here that doing this method is going to be a lot easier than doing the 2 rows and then adding it together. Or those of you guys that do the lattice method, this is just a lot easier. But the goal is, again, multiplying it by 10, adding the leftover multiples, and trying to do it in mental math. All right, let's take a look at the next example here. All right, so I have 31 times 12. All right, so what am I thinking again? I'm breaking this into the 2 parts. All right, so I know what my 10 is going to be, and I'm going to have my 2 left over, right? So let's start with the first piece. All right, so 10 times 31, I can do that in my head, 310. And now I'm doing 2 times the top, all right? I should be able to do that in my head. 31 times 2 is 62, right? And so I can add the 2 together, and I get 372. All right, so one more time, trying to do it in our head. Let's think. 31 times 10 is 310, plus 2 times 61, 2 times 31, sorry, is 62. 310 plus 62 is 372. All right, so our sheet today is going to help get us ready for that. So I have it broken down exactly as you saw it. All right, so for the yellow box, what I want you guys to do is times the top by 10, so add the 0 to it. And then on the top box, I want you to use the last piece, which is the number here that's going away from 10. All right, so we have 2 left over, right? So 2 times 21 is 42. And now you're going to add the 2 together. All right, so you might be able to do this whole thing in your head, but at least for purposes of today, I want to see your process. So again, let's do the bottom first, and then let's do the leftover on the top, and let's add the 2 together. So here we go. 21 times 11, I'm going to start with my times 10 piece, add that 0. All right, so 210. What's left over? 1 times 21. We saw that on the other one. All right, so you're going to type in the box here. You're going to type 231. All right, so as you get going, hopefully you guys will be able to do some of these in your head, but you're going to see, again, very simple process today. It's 2 parts inside of 1, 2 times problems, adding them together, and then using the adjustment to hopefully be able to build that in your head for mental math.